I need help building my message.
Okay.
I practically, I'm a service provider, and I practically live with my customers. I mean, it's not like, well, who should I talk to and where might they be? I mean, I know their name and their home phone number, and there's 50 of them in the world.
Okay.
But I still, I need to craft that message where it doesn't seem like I'm shoving it down their throat or pushing a rope. You mentioned that can't read the label from inside the bottle, and I love it. But that seemed to be, that described me in many ways. I'm just too deep into. I'm the watchmaker that you dare not ask what time of day it is, because you will hear all about the inner workings of the watch. You know, and we've been 9 years putting this program together, incorporating technologies into. I do fertilization programs for timber companies, and they farm them to, for a 25-year cycle. Every year they're harvesting 2, 3, 4% of their property and planting new trees. And every 8 to 10 years, they're fertilizing and thinning the trees to grow more. So what we're doing is a very site-specific prescription application of fertilizers only on the acres that can utilize the fertilizer. But what used to be, here's a map with the red dot, go find it and eyeball the trees and open and close the gate manually, now is all GPS fed, and a monkey can sit there and hold the trigger and fly the plane. They're really being pushed by this ESG. How can we leave a lighter footprint? And the big thing is carbon, because I can, a 50-year pine tree, a tree that would usually take 50 years to grow to maturity, grow to that maturity in 25 if you fertilize it and thin it.
Really?
So I can sequester twice as much carbon, twice as fast as they have one mandate: to increase the value of the asset with the allocated budget. It was when I was flying over areas that there simply were no trees and still fertilizing, and realized that they're wasting 60, 70, 80 million a year, just my customers in the Southeast. So my deal was, hey guys, you're wasting 30% of the fertilizer. To prevent that, I'll just take 28% of that fertilizer that you wasted and give you all of these digital tools that you're paying money for anyway. I go in and want to talk about how accurate this watch is. That's just me with my screw loose. What they want to hear is, let me share with you the benefits of being on time, especially by those who you are going to meet, and why they're going to appreciate you being on time.
But you can start with painting the picture vividly of the perfect storm that these foresters now find themselves in. Not only have they got the health authorities for little Billy, who's got poisoned, demanding answers. Not only have they got state legislators saying you can't put this much fertilizer in the stream. Not only have you got beggar competition from their competitors, which means that you need to find a cost advantage to your processes. And, not only have you got, increasing fertilizer prices and everything else, and all this waste that's going on. So you paint this picture, and then you kind of pose the question of, which would hopefully get them clamoring, which is, what if I had a solution that solved all of these problems for you at once? What if I said that I could do this for you at no additional cost to your current operations, all the while doubling your output? What possible objection would you have for not going forward? The way you position it, the way as we've just done, is that you're in this massive storm at the moment, which is going to tear your business apart, and the environment and your shareholders and everything else. Your shareholders' pressures saying, we don't want to be seen to be funding polluting companies. You throw that all into the mix and you say, not only have I got you a way out, I've got you a way out that is going to double your output and be available for you at no additional cost than you're currently paying for fertilizer, especially if you've got the evidence from an established research or scientific organization that says, yeah, this process results in, correct fertilization of trees results in twice the growth. If you've got that kind of independent research-backed thing, they can't argue against that. The research that you paid for tells you this is possible. So you can't use that as an objection. It can't be priced, because if we do nothing, you're going to continue to pay this for your fertilizer, and you're going to have to bear the cost of all the fines and everything else that's going to go on. That's just the tangible elements of the cost. You don't even need to talk about the intangibles. So they can't object on price. They can't object on the science behind it, on the output. What else could they possibly do?
So, yeah, we have to be getting them all on the same page. It can't be independent anymore, and it can't be the different strands of wire or rope or cable. It has to be all of them woven into this one system. And not only just everything woven into the system of acquiring LiDAR, processing.
No, I'm going to stop you there. Okay. You don't ever need to talk about that level of detail. They don't need to understand and critique how you do it. They just have to believe that it's possible. And the research that they funded themselves tells them that. You don't need to know how you do it. And as soon as you do, you're going to blow their minds. And they're going to be going down sort of rabbit holes and questioning, what is LiDAR? How does it work? Could I do it cheaper? Blah, blah, blah. You say to them, no, I've spent the last X years working out exactly how to solve this problem. I've got it all worked out. You don't have to do that. You don't have to pay for it. I've got it worked out. Don't ever talk about how things are done. Always talk about why you're doing it. I'm a consultant by nature. I'm a problem solver by nature. I want to be helping people. And hopefully I've helped you, Rex. Absolutely.
Thank you. And I'm glad we did have that time to lay some foundational stuff, because we'll continue this on my dime